how do I handle trading losses? Basically, I try and detach myself from them and try and tell myself that the next trade will be the big winner. I suppose there's no other way of doing it, but really the idea is to be as on a level as possible through all the adversity or through all the successes. But I don't have a problem really with, as I said, three losers in a row. Bring it on. I think that's the sort of the attitude you've got to have. You've got to be in a frame of mind where the loss on each trade is small enough so that it doesn't upset you emotionally. And obviously the main problem that most traders have is that they're too highly geared, they're undercapitalized, and even losing one trade will cause them a lot of grief. I think you have to be in a position where losing 3 trades will not cause you to even blink and be happy or confident that there's going to be the 4th winning trade around the corner. As I said, with the way the markets move these days, you can make up 2 or 3 or 4 consecutive losses with one trade relatively quickly. And I think also it's just to look at, again, as I was saying before, to look at the type, when you have losses, to look and see why or what those losses were based on. Were they based on bad stop loss position? Were they based on bad luck, which could be, you just buy the FTSE and then all of a sudden the Chinese announce an interest rate hike. That could be bad luck. That just happens at 11:45, in London time. In the morning, and you would never be able to expect that. So you shouldn't really count that as something to beat yourself up about. So I think there's a mixture of factors, but really in this case, to staying on a level is really to look at the trades that you have, see and understand why they may have been losers or winners, and really then try and just rationalize that the best you can. The best advice for most of them is, most traders who are entering the trading world, is do not enter. Unfortunately, and statistically that is going to be the case. But I think the real answer is to actually say, what is your edge? What is your strategy? And also, I suppose, how will you cope with the 3 losses in a row or 4 losses or 5 losses in a row? What are you going to do? What are you going to do about that? Is the amount of money you're trading with something which is going to hurt you emotionally? Is there a lot at stake here? Or do you actually really believe you're going to win, or do you really want to win? I mean, all these sorts of factors. So it's a bit like a sort of job interview that you need to ask yourself some very serious questions. Otherwise, you're literally just throwing money in the bin.